Hello friends, Yash Bodhi reporting. And today we are going to discuss on which survivors to buy first. Beforehand, I made a video on which killers to buy first, so if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first I will tell you which survivors to buy first with shards, iridescent shards, and next I'll tell you which survivors to buy first with auric cells. So the first survivor that you need to buy is Fengmin. Her three teachable perks are Technician, Lithe, and Alert. What the first perk does is when you miss a skill check, the generator won't make a loud noise notification and won't alert the killer that you have failed a skill check, but uh, but at the cost of more generation that of the generator will regress for a more percent of regression. Her second perk is Lithe. It's an exhaustion perk. When you medium vault or fast vault window, you burst into a sprint burst of 150% of a normal speed for 3 seconds. Causes exhaustion status effect for certain amount of time. So it's an exhaustion perk, and if you are in a chase, you can just vault the window and make a ton of distance between you and the killer. So her third perk is Alert. It's very good perk for beginners. When the killer performs a break action like breaking breakable walls, breaking pallets, or breaking generators, you will be alerted and killer's aura will be revealed to you for certain amount of time. So Fengmin is a very good survivor to level up first. Second survivor to level up is Kate Denson. Her second perk is Windows of Opportunity. What this does is it allows you to see the auras of windows, pallets, and breakable walls in yellow color at a 20-meter of range. So you will be very much informed where to go, where to loop. So if the killer comes behind you, you know where the pallets are, so you can go towards the pallet, slam the pallet on the killer's face and run away. Or if the killer is far away, you can loop the pallet, then drop the pallet, go to window, go to another pallet. So Windows of Opportunity is a very good perk. Still now I am using Windows of Opportunity at all of my matches. The next survivor that you should buy is Jake Park. Why Jake Park? His first perk, Iron Will, is very good perk. What it does is when you're injured, your grunting pains and breathing noises are reduced by 100% at tier 3. So you will make no noise while you're injured. So this is a very great perk. We move on to another survivor, and we have here Adam. His two perks are very good. First is Diversion. When you are in a killer's stealth radius and not in chase, your perk will start to activate. Once it's fully activated, while crouching, you can throw a pebble at the distance of 20 meters away, and it will make a loud noise notification and fake scratch marks. So the killer will see that there is a loud noise notification and will go to that place and will distract the killer. So the perk is named Diversion. The second perk, Deliverance, is actually a meta perk. Tournament level players use these perks. What the perk does is, after you make a safe unhook, this perk activates. Then after that, if you are hooked by the killer and it's your first time on the hook, you can actually Kobe yourself, and you have 100% chance of doing it. So you can self unhook yourself without the help of others, but will cause a broken status effect for certain amount of time. What broken status effect is you cannot heal yourself or others cannot heal you for certain amount of time, so you are broken. But it's worth unhooking yourself and not making your survivors come to help you. It's also useful while the killer is face camping. The next survivor that you should level up is David. His two perks, We Are Gonna Live Forever and Dead Hard. These two are great perks. What We Are Gonna Live Forever do is you gain tokens, and by the tokens your healing speed is increased till 100%. How you gain tokens is performing a safe hook rescue, taking a protection hit for a survivor, rescuing a survivor by pallet stunning the killer, rescuing a survivor by blinding the killer with a flashlight. So for that you gain tokens, and each token you get 25% stackable bonus. So you get 4 tokens, you will get 100% of healing speed. Plus it also gives you 100% bonus blood points after the trial ends at tier 3. His second perk is Dead Hard, and it's also a meta perk, but you should be very much careful while using this perk, and if you don't use it at the right time you will be exhausted on ground and killer will be able to hit you. What this perk does is it's an exhaustion perk, and it's an activable perk, and it has some conditions. You should be injured while using this perk, and you should be running while using this perk. What it does is when you are running and you are injured, if pressing the active ability button, you dash forward, and during that dash you avoid any damage. So if killer even swings chainsaws, or even if trappers trap, you just dead hard through it, you won't receive any damage, you won't get hit by the killer. It causes exhaustion status effect for some amount of time. The next survivor that you should buy is Yui. You can buy Yui. Her first perk, Lucky Break, is very good. After you get injured, you leave low scratch marks and pools of blood for a certain amount of time. After it's completely utilized, it becomes deactivated for the rest of the trial. Any means necessary. After dropping a pallet, holding the active ability button for 4 seconds resets the dropped pallet to its upright position. So if you drop the pallet and the killer hadn't braked it, you can just reset the pallet. It's a very good perk, but it has a cooldown for a certain amount of time. 60 seconds is on tier 3. Breakout. While in the 6 meters range of the carried survivor, you receive a 5% haste. That means your movement speed is increased by 5%, and the survivor is who is on shoulders, his wiggle speed is increased by 20%. So it's very good perk. You should definitely try Yui. I'm gonna buy Yui if when I get till 9000 iridescent shards. Other survivors are not that necessary, so you can ignore those survivors completely. Those don't have such nice perks. Now I'll move on to the Cells characters. The first character that you should buy is Lori. Her first perk is just garbage. It depends on how much survivors have been killed, and you don't want your survivors to get killed, teammates to get killed, right? Her second perk is Object of Obsession, and don't use it if you're not confident that killer won't hit you. Object of Obsession is a perk that reveals your aura and killer's aura when you are looking at the killer, and it also increases the chances of being the killer's obsession. This effect applies for a maximum of range. Otherwise it applies for this maximum range is 56 meters, and otherwise it applies to 44 meters. It allows you to see where killer is, and it also allows killer to see you. So both of you can see each other. Her third perk is Decisive Strike, and it's also a meta perk. What it does is, when you have been unhooked, then after you get unhooked, if the killer downs you and picks you up within 1 minute of your unhook, you will get a difficult skill check. Success in the skill check will immediately stun the killer, and you will be dropped by the killer and you will get an easy escape. This stun is for 5 seconds, so you will get enough time to run away from the killer. It only activates once per match, so be careful when you are using Decisive Strike. Lori is the only Oryx's character that you should buy. Others are not that good, but if you want to buy, you can buy Cheryl for her perk Soul Guard and also Repressed Alliance. Her two perks, those two perks are pretty decent. What Soul Guard does is when you are picked up while you've been downed, and if the killer hits you within some seconds, 4, 5, 6 seconds according to a tier, instead of going into a dying state, you will be in the deep wound status effect. So you have to mend and then you will be alright. Her third perk is Repressed Alliance. After actively working on a generator for 80 seconds, and it will reduce the time as per your tier, you can block the generator for 30 seconds. So the killer won't be able to kick the generator with Pop Goes the Weasel or at the normal kick, and Ruin cannot regress the generator too. So it will be a very good perk for countering the gen regression. That's it. All other survivors and perks are not that good. If you want, you can buy Nancy for Fixated and Inner Strength. What Inner Strength does is, after cleansing a totem, you can hide inside a locker and for certain second, and it will heal you completely. But it won't work while you are broken, so keep that in mind. And Fixated, you walk faster and you can see your own scratch marks, so it's a fun perk. All other survivors are not that useful to unlock by cells. So that is it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new. I'll be back with another video. Till then, bye bye.